Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Today on Car Mechanic Simulator we're going to be doing the Castor Avalanche, which is car number 22 in this series. Now this customer basically sent over their car via special delivery and sent me the email to basically go through all the things that are wrong with this person's car. That basically means we're going to have to do some huge diagnostics because nothing has been found. So we're going to put this car up on the lift and then we're going to go through and everything. But by the looks of it, it looks like it's a lot of the front end, because if you look at the tyres and the wear on the front, it's actually really bad compared to the back end. So I'm hoping it's just the suspension area and maybe the cross member as well. So this car is suffering from serious steering issues, so we can only assume that it's basically leaf springs, we can assume that it's rubber, we can assume that it's suspension as well. So that's pretty much. So as you can see the upper arms, they're basically knackered, and we'll basically go from there. So anything that's brown at the back, we're going to be taking off. Okay, so that seems to be everything from the back end, apart from the bushings. So we'll take the bushings out as well, because they look like they're going to be causing an issue when it comes to the stability of the car. So it's probably on the same on the other side as well. Okay, so that seems to be everything from the back end that we're going to be taking apart. So we're just looking at replacing everything from there, and then we're going to move to the front of the car. So this part I'm doing at the moment is basically making a shopping list. If you're not familiar with this, there's a video in the top right hand corner right now to explain what a shopping list is and why it basically makes this game a little bit easier and a little bit more quicker for you guys to actually play. Okay, so we've done the rear end of the car. It was mainly just suspension area, a bit of brakes, and then we put it all back together. So the main issues now are going to be in the front section of this car and maybe some of the engine, but I doubt it about if the person was complaining that a lot of the steering is the major issue. So I'm going to assume it's basically everything from the knuckles on the front all the way through to the cross member and the obviously suspension arms. As you can see, basically ABS pump, ABS module, suspension parts, cross member, rubber bushings. So literally everything behind the knuckle, like I predicted, apart from obviously the rims were basically the obvious point. Okay, so we've stripped down everything from the front. As said, it was mainly just suspension area. So we're going to take the suspension apart. We're going to get all those separate. Then we're going to do the wheels as well. Order those in, order the suspension parts in, order the cross member and all the other sections, and then we're going to put it all back together. It's one of the easier fixes that I've found at some of the later levels, which is absolutely fantastic considering some of these are very, very long. So, yeah, we're going to get into this really quick. You're going to see it in quick time right now. Okay, so now we're going to build our shopping list of parts we've got to buy from the shop. If you don't know what this is, there's a video in the top right hand corner right now that explains exactly what a shopping list is and why I create one. There's also one about highlighting, but that's in a video within a video. So if you do want to know what I'm doing, there's a video there. If not, bear with the video. I will skip through all of this as well and it'll be all sped up. Okay, so whilst the car's up in the air, we're going to do an oil change as it is. We're going to put the base of the suspension back together, and then we're going to basically faff around and make sure everything's perfect. This car actually isn't that hard, so I'm sort of glad that it's one of those easier ones. Later on in the game, when we're all getting a little bit more difficult and a little bit more intricate, it's always nice to have a little bit more of a basic round. So we're going to fast forward this, go through all the parts, and then see if that's basically the end. Okay, so just the last couple of bits to drop into the engine, then we're going to fill the oil up as well, obviously, and then I think we're about ready to send this car out. Okay, so here's the list. Go through the bits and we should be right. So this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates, and I'll be back here with another video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. So until then, peace out, have fun and enjoy everything you guys do. Bye bye.